Hey everybody, I'm Dylan Tischer, and I just got 6th place at the Fargo Regional, going X11, and I played Blue Eyes, and here's the deck. I played 3 alternatives, it's standard. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go by the things that are obvious and then explain things where easy. 3 of this, that's standard. 2 dragons, 3 of white, that should be standard for every deck. Nothing to explain there. Then for the level 1 tuners, I played 3 Sage. That should be obvious. 3 Whitestone the Ancients. 1 Whitestone of Legend. Not 2 because I just didn't want to... I just never needed a second. And then one of the best ones is Master with Eyes of Blue. Some builds aren't playing it, but some are. When he's normal summon, you get to add a light tuner monster from your graveyard back to your hand. And when it's in your graveyard, you could shuffle it into the deck, target 1 effect monster you control, then special summon a Blue Eyes from your graveyard. So it comes up a lot against Magispectors when you need to, or just any Pendulum deck in general, where you need to special summon the Dragon Spirit of White, or get back your Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon when you tuned it off. And then I just played 1 Effect Veiler because I didn't feel like I needed any more, and I expected a lot of Magispectors today, and Veiler just doesn't do too much against Magispectors. So that's the level 1 tuners. And then I played 2 Max T's. Max T, it was okay. It was pretty good though. Yeah, there's nothing much to say there. Max T's a good card. Alright, now for the spells. I chose to go with 3 Melody. It's pretty obvious. 3 Potted Desires. We've come to the point in the format where if your deck isn't playing 3 Desires, it's just not at its fullest potential. I was told by Fletcher to play 3, and it was definitely a good choice. You have to play 3 of this card. It's phenomenal. 3 Return, obvious. 3 Trade-in. I chose to go with 2 cards of Consonants. 1 didn't seem like enough, where I didn't see enough. 3 is too cloggy, and 2 is just perfect because of all my ratios of the dragons. And yeah, I was really happy about playing 2. Some Blue Eyes decks don't play is Silver's Cry. I chose to go with it at 2, and it was really good because I played like 3 different Pendulum decks, and if you can smartly play against them and knowing when to like Dragon Spirit of White and knowing what scale to hit off Dragon Spirit of White, it can just win you the game. And it's quick play. Silver's Cry was just really good. Good at 2. I also chose to go with 2 Twin Twisters because I expected a lot of Pendulums. It's good against Burning Abyss too because they usually search the Fog Blade and then they have like 1 extra trap, whether that be Strike or Anti-Spell, and it's just good to get those out of the way right away. And there's a lot of good discard targets for Twin Twister, so that was really good. Then just 1 Dragon Shrine. I didn't feel the need for any more. 2 was very cloggy. I would see it late game and it just didn't do anything. And the 1 was just good. It was just a nice starter to send the Whitestone the Ancients. It was perfect at 1. And then, of course, the Soul Charge. The end-all, be-all. It's great. Alright, then I chose to play 2 Wing Blast and 1 Emptiness for my trap cards. Emptiness is really standard. Every Blue Eyes deck should be playing Emptiness. It's just an auto-win. And then the Wing Blast was definitely one of the best cards in my entire deck. Because if you play this correctly, you can really set your opponent back a couple turns, because I played against this Pendulum guy and he had the Git Turtle and Lizard Draw that he searched off the Pendulum Sorcerer. And when he played the Git Turtle and played the Lizard Draw, I chained the Wing Blast to the Git Turtle. I set him back a turn and then banished the Lizard Draw, and then he had just a Git Turtle that didn't really do anything. It was basically a dead draw. So Wind Blast is definitely a must if you're playing Blue Eyes, in my opinion at least. Alright, that's the main deck, 42 cards. I guess we'll go extra deck. I played 2 Spirit, 2 Azure. It's pretty standard. 1 Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. This was also really standard, is really good. Start a Spark Dragon to protect your emptiness, but what also really came up is it just being a level 8 that you can tribute for what is a Blue Eye Spirit Dragon to make a rank 8 play, and that came up and it ended up winning me the game. Then I played Gigantic Castle. I played this for the mirror match, but I didn't play any mirror matches today. The whole trick is to summon it and just attack over their Blue Eye Spirit Dragon or their Azure Eyes. And it's big, it's 31 when you bring it out. So yeah, that's a Synchros. But I chose to not go with Crystal Wing though. I thought that was very different. Most builds are playing it, but the only time where I ever would need to summon Crystal Wing is if I have Soul Charge. And a lot of the times, if you just end up summoning like 2 Spirit Dragons or like an Azure Eyes or like anything else, it's like oftentimes better than that. Crystal Wing never came up for me in the entire tournament, and all my testing, I've never needed to summon it. So I just don't think it's necessary. And then for the Xyz, I played the Dark Matter package. I guess it doesn't really matter which Galaxy Eyes you play for this. They all do generally the same thing. And then I played one Cypher Dragon. It's just I never summoned it, but it's like a big eye, so it's good. Harpender, this is pretty standard. Giant Grinder for winning getting stacky wins in time against a mirror match or Burning Abyss or any deck really. I never summoned it, but it was there for that. One Draglon for the mirror match. I never played a mirror match, so it's pretty much useless. And then another really clutch card was Alcide. Another teammate of mine recommended to play Alcide, and it was absolutely phenomenal. It was really good against Burning Abyss because my opponent flipped Anti-Spell on me, and I was just setting him back turn after turn, just returning the Anti-Spell back to the top of his deck, and he just was drawing dead cards for I don't know how many turns. I'll say it was just really strong. Definitely is a must. Right, that's the extra deck. Now for the side deck. I knew Vanity's Fiend was going to be a big problem, and Jowgen, so I wanted to be really prepared for that. So I went with 2 Swords of Concealing Light and 1 Book of Moon. My reasoning behind this is because, number 1, Swords of Concealing Light is a non-targeting removal for Jowgen and Kieran against Metal Foes. This won me a game against Metal Foes. I chose this over Book of Eclipses because sometimes you're not able to fully clear their board, and if they have monsters left over with the Book of Eclipse, they draw cards, and that's just advantage that they don't have to gain. I guess the argument is that they can MST or Twin Twister this, but that never really came up. I guess not as much as the benefits it gains, and it could also set them back if they have like a field full of like 4 monsters. And then Book of Moon, this is really good. I set it against Burning Abyss. Because they have Vanity's Fiend, set this against Metal Foes, just anything that plays those floodgates. I thought about this for the mirror match is like when they normal summon the Sage and then special like an alternative or something. If you Book a Moon, the alternative, it's like they have a dead Sage and then a level 8 that they most likely can't make. So all these cards are definitely some of the best in my side deck. Then I chose to go with 3 Typhoon instead of 2. Again, I just expected a lot of Metal Foes, Magic Specters, Pendulums in general, any Skyrus deck, so this is really good against that. And I guess another trick that this has is outing Secret Village if you don't have a Spellcaster, because it's a trap card. Another tech that I chose to play was 3 Decree. This is really good. It won me the last round against Magic Specters. It shuts down their traps, and then they basically just have a field full of 1,500 attack beaters. And Decree is really good. It's also good against like Barrier Statues or Demise decks, which were here. So, 2 Gamma Steel for the mirror match. Not too much explaining there. Most people play Gamma Steel. Same thing with Psycho Reader. Another thing for the mirror match. But I didn't play any, so that never got setted in. Twin Twister, again, for Pendulum decks, or any matchups that I feel like I needed extra back row removal. And then 2 Fossilina. Instead of Kwakemiro Draco, because for a regional like this, I expected more heroes and Evil Swarms. And if you're going second against those decks, you can just set it, and then they'll attack into it, and it destroys everything. And it's just can get you some really sacky wins. And so yeah, that is the deck. Things that I would change is maybe cut Max C. I'm not so sure about it. Like it's like one of those cards that can be really good, but then it's just really mediocre at times. I cited it out a lot.
You were playing 42 cards.
Yep,
so.
42 cards. I could just cut the Max C's, but I don't know. It came in really clutch sometimes, but yeah. Other than that, the deck was pretty good. Ran smoothly.
Congrats, Dylan.
Congratulations.